I got that. Yeah, heard them call me conscious. I ain't think about it honestly. My thoughts too deep to process, so I do this all unconsciously. Finally feeling God bless. Got 'em woke up dropping prophecy. Don't take it out of context. Just before, I swear they always sleep. Now they catch the message, yeah. Bet that every song is deep. It's levels in each concept. But I can't just never mono theme. I'm trying to lead this flock for the cause, not the following. People upon a partner, and I wonder why they drawn to me. Once upon a time, I thought to follow up a dream. Draw life about these lines, nothing twice about these schemes, and like thrice about these insights. What I write is like a blueprint for you to comprehend life. That's light, I reckon make you shine. Never dim it down, even if you live surrounded where everybody vision clouded. Remember staying down ain't quite as good as getting out. It said remember staying down ain't quite as, ay. If you believe, yeah. Many doubted it was hard for them to think. Somehow I'm finally getting out of that's it. Usually, yeah, they vision clouded, but as you can see by now, we finally getting out there writing truth, spreading love. Tell me how you feel about it. Got this music from above, this how I know I'm getting out there writing truth, spreading love. Tell me how you feel about it. Got this music from above, this how I
haven't really been hustling much at all, dude. I feel like I still have the hustling, drive and the mentality. It's just like I don't know where my hustle would be like best fit, like I feel like kind of detached sometimes from the world, man. Like I don't know. I'm sure there's like-minded people, I know, even though we haven't chilled in a long time, we'll always get along, but the way I'm starting to see the world, man, like I don't know. Maybe it's just America too. But I just don't like the way things are going, dude.
In what way? I think a lot of people feel you on that, but like, could you be a little more specific?
Okay, so there's just down to the basic respect, bro. Like no one has respect for themselves, for others, like their community. You know what I'm saying? Like respect for the truth, respect for like anything, bro. Like their whole like just life in general. They're so reckless and like so like laissez-faire or like just disrespectful. To like them, even themselves. Like not holding themselves to higher standards and fucking like I don't know. I guess it's easy in today's world to just like kind of forget yesterday because there's so much to like take your attention. It's so easy to just like just do it, fuck around and not find out. Like we're like the last generation that actually like fucked around and kind of had to find out, But nowadays it's like I don't know, fuck around and don't really care if you find out. Like, and if you find out, then like I don't know, no one listens to you and shit. Like in jail or something, I don't know. It's so extreme, man. It's like either you're a fucking hippie and you're extremist and people like look down on you for that, or like you're a corporate fearmonger and like how can you be happy there? Either, I don't know.
No, that's quite the balancing act right there.
Yeah, man. So, but yeah, man, so over 20 years ago, I made a decision to never work for a corporation ever again. And I'm still sticking firm to that. But now I'm getting to the point where I just don't want to work for anybody else ever again, So I'm kind of just like laying low, trying to like wait for my like the spot, man. Like I know there's a niche or something that I can hit, and use like my talents and and hit. But I'm just kind of I guess waiting patiently, man. Like I think I might have told you, man, this funny like or crazy kind of fact about snakes, bro. Like how most animals that go away for the winter, like they plan to hibernate. You know what I'm saying? They bulk up or they find a spot where they can be undisturbed for however long they need, and they fucking kind of shut their bodies down, and like kind of sleep, But snakes, they do the same thing. They hibernate, but they don't sleep, bro. Like they are awake 24/7. Like they're the whole time they're underground, they're just like fully attention, just waiting to fucking murk. You know, like they're just like got their whole body just like turned down, just sensing every step in motion. You know, like feeling the temperature changes and the people walking around and the earth, all that shit. They feel all that shit and just like waiting to murk. You know, like waiting to like they know that there's enough sunshine to fucking charge up their battery cells and start murking. Like, and I'm not really trying to like kill some shit and murk, but like I know that there's a spot for me where I can murk, like where I want to, how I want to murk, and not have to like feel like I'm selling myself or losing myself for somebody else, So I'm kind of just kind of waiting patiently for that, man. Like, and if nothing that comes like nothing comes across my way, man, I'm actually considering like those there's a bunch of countries like in Europe and places like that, like that will pay you to move there. Like pretty substantial, like fucking chunks of change just to fucking live there. Like you have to sign a contract. I think there's this fucking beautiful town in like Portugal. Like that area. Portugal's my favorite, but there's this one town that you can buy a house for under $1. And the only like the contract is you have to live there for like 5 years and attempt to try to fix it up, but like, so they pretty much give you a house for free and they give you like a work visa. And I think that's one town that actually give you like a monthly allowance just for living there and like working on a house, bro, So let's say if we got some homies, dude, like 10 of us or 5 of us to go down, we all get 5 houses. Each of us get 1 house and we all live in one and we fix up the houses and like rent out the other 4. You know what I'm saying? It's like vacation properties type shit. Like that should be tight. And that's pretty much like a free hustle that we can go to some majestic ass European country and live for damn near free, But I don't know. I might just do that shit myself.
Yeah, it's a global world. I don't see why we need to limit ourselves to this country at this point.
And I mean, especially
pretty much
with,
everywhere
how
speaks
connected
English.
The world is. It doesn't really matter where you're at. Like you can still do business across the world from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We'll see. Like my pops is getting older, so I don't want to like just straight dipset from him because I mean he's already getting to the point where he kind of like needs someone around, just in case motherfucker falls down or something,
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy, bro? Like, so we spend our whole lives trying not to get murked by like cars, falling shit, fucking crazy baby mamas and guns and gangs and all these diseases. But then like when you get old, like falling down might fucking murk your ass.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like that's just the, and not even metaphorically falling down, just like a stumble. You lose your balance and falling. So, but also my dad and I are different. Like,
yeah, I would say
he's never really had a reason to ever exercise his entire life. So like me being around trying to get him to do that, it's like he doesn't even comprehend because like what do you mean exercise? Like my day-to-day stuff? Like no, you actually physically have to like train your body and work your muscles and walk. And even just walking, bro, is exercise. Like outside of everyday walking. And sometimes we're just walking through the park, man. It's a good mental exercise too. It's not just for your body, it's like just being outdoors somewhere, being somewhere in tune with your body, either lifting weights or like doing like, calisthenics, just like just body weight type shit, like push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, like that stuff is just like communing with your own body, and like kind of like preparing it for the long haul, and bro, I'm pretty frail right now. Like, I have stamina, like I can probably hike for days still, but like if I like got out there and like tried to fucking do some construction gig or something, man, I'd be hurting after the first day for sure. But I kind of like that pain. It's like when your body's like rebuilding. Like, do you ever get into like working out, like lifting heavily?
No, I did work renovation for about 3 months though.
Okay. Yeah, there's something. It's really exciting about like I don't know, maybe not exciting, but satisfying about lifting weights, man. Like when you feel like your muscles like kind of ripping up and and then like the healing process, is all warm and like you can kind of. I don't know if everybody can, but I'm pretty in touch with like my internal, so I can whenever I do heavy lifting and stuff or whatever strenuous exercise, I can feel my body like rebuilding, and like getting stronger. I don't know. It's a cool feeling, but I guess not a lot of people are like in tune with that, huh? Like with their bodies like that.
Yeah, I would say probably not the majority of Americans anyway.
And like even like so powerlifters, like they I feel like they kind of maybe get used to like the muscles and the whole like energy you get from powerlifting and having muscles, but like I don't feel like they take it as like a meditation. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really have any bodybuilder friends, but I feel like a
I'm
lot of them
sure
are.
some do.
Yeah, I'm sure some of them are just like they just like to have a finely tuned fucking body. But um, I had this one dude. Remember at that camp I used to work for in the summers?
Jacob
This
Slatter.
dude, like, he had these massive biceps, bro, and like he was pretty built, but he just worked on his biceps more than anything else, and I could tell, man, like something about muscles, dude. It does things to like females. I feel like internally it makes them feel, oh, he can protect me or he can hold me tight, but just seeing big ass biceps just like gets them wet, bro. Like I don't know what it is, like. So this dude had a pretty good game plan. He like realized this shit in early high school that girls like biceps, and he started just working out. Like he's like, I just carried around fucking dumbbells all day long, just got massive ass biceps. And then this motherfucker started hitting up church camps and stuff, and saying like he's a super Christian and he's a virgin and stuff. Like, this dude got so much play, bro. It was so funny. But and it kind of sucks because yeah, he's considered, I would say, kind of chauvinist or predator type, but like you have to adapt to your prey, Brand. And
Yeah.
like the way this feminist stuff is going the past decade or a couple decades it's kind of sad, man. Like I don't know, I've seen some things where like depression in females is like skyrocketing, bro. Like skyrocketing, like for every fucking month or every so often when they ever do like some tests, this is like growing exponentially, man. How many women are like getting to their 30s and 40s and realizing that they fucking sledded away their prime time, like when they're the most beautiful and the most like fertile, and like the most like have the least baggage, you know what I'm saying? Like, what about you, man? How's your hustle been?
Dispensary hustle. And outside of that, it's been all right, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. You didn't do anything from the summer since I saw you, man? Like no festivals or music or anything?
Nah, not really. Nah, I did go to I went out to Virginia International Raceway and watched some races. Went
Oh
out to
yeah,
yeah,
dude. The races are okay, but the
the
tailgating is where
party.
it's at.
Yeah, the party. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it was all right. But yeah, no, I've been laying low. Been really, dude. I've been spending a lot of time making like mass like playlisting, like building. Like I'm getting my Spotify on point, man.
For real?
Yeah, there's this website called Playlist Sorter.
Uh-huh.
Once I found that, I just started like building all these playlists, and then like I can sort them any way I want. Like I knew the reason I feel like part of the reason I had never done it before is because like the time it takes to sort them the way you want is
Yeah.
just like not worth making a whole lot. Maybe a few that you can sort, however you want, but yeah, so it has like a bunch of options. You can sort by like release date, or there's like a bunch of different options, but I use release date, which isn't an option just in Spotify. Like it's got title, artist, when you added it to the playlist or whatever, but it doesn't have the actual song's release date as an option to sort in just the Spotify app.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this like playlist sorter website, it'll do that. So once I found that, I started just building a bunch of playlists. I'm super into music, man. I mean, you already know that, but like I feel like it's the most like fundamental art, you know, like vibration and our physical have like a relationship, a dynamic relationship that is life. Basically, you pretty much, you know, like vibration passing through matter is life.
Yeah, no,
I
it
mean,
totally is, man.
we're all at different frequencies and stuff, but I like exploring all different frequencies. You know, I like pretty much all music. I mean, there's definitely some shit I'm not heavy dubstep, like crazy screamo, like the certain screaming stuff I'm even okay with, but like the like heavy ridiculous screaming stuff, I'm not super about that. The super twangy stuff, I'm not really super into that, but like for the most part, I can get down with anything, especially if it's got more of a like genuine, like raw sound to it, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's good, you know. Like pop country, I don't really like pop music. I'm not super into that, but like, hip hop, especially, in any like anything that's fused with hip hop, like a lot of these mixed genres, like the Anderson .Paak types, like I love that shit. Um,
Dude,
but anyways,
hip hop is like taking over. Like pretty much every genre has like a hip hop like subcategory. You know,
yeah, exactly.
it's pretty cool,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, I love it, and that's like hip hop is kind of like it's like the embodiment of life in art form to me because you've got a beat, you know, which is kind of like the background noise to life or like the mood
Yeah,
setting, you know, it's like setting the mood. But
yeah,
then there's their lyrics, which is like the storytelling and the like ability to rhyme and play with words and like, you know, you bring concept like different concepts and mesh different concepts together. It's just such a creative, like majestic magic art form, man. I love it.
yeah. And so I remember I don't know the exact like numbers, but I remember a buddy of mine who was like big into like rock and music like that way. But like like the past like couple decades, whatever, he's got super into hip hop because like you can do so much more with hip hop beats or like rap beats because like when you like in even verses with words and stuff, you can say so much more because like you can rhyme words with words like depending on your like your slang or like your swagger or like how your cadence. You can make a song like rhyme with just the cadence alone in rap, but it's really difficult to do that in other genres. And like the rhythm too, it makes it um easier and like way more possibilities of like the flow, like the rhythm, like you can make words flow and make a lot more things flow within like the hip hop like rhythm and beats than you can other genres. um but yeah, man, music's super dope, man. People are starting to incorporate like those binaural beats.
Hmm.
I've noticing some of them too, like there's certain rhythms that you'll catch like, hey, why do I really want to listen to this song? And if you like tone it down, like they use those rhythms that like the circadian rhythms, that our bodies just naturally like just like feed off of, like the earth is running off of type shit.
Hmm.
And when they hit those beats with like a little bit of like rhythm, they're like it just hits you, man, and like almost doesn't matter what the song's about, like you just want to hear it.
Yeah. No, music is truly is magic. Music really is magic for real.
Have you gotten into Krungbin yet?
Yeah, a little bit. Yep.
Okay, yeah, they're pretty magical, man. They're
I
all about
fucks with that Texas Sun song with Leon
yeah,
Bridges.
that's a good
Yeah.
one. But yeah, I love them because they're just all about the vibe, man. Like just the feeling. Sometimes the words don't like even really make that much sense, but like they sound good. It feels good. Um, so like anything new music wise, man? Anything coming up like decent?
Oh man, I've been yeah. Well, I haven't even listened to the new Big Sean album, but I got a feeling I did listen to a couple of the singles, and I feel like that's going to be really good. That's one of the next things I'm going to listen to.
Big Sean, yeah.
But no, it's been a lot actually. It's been a lot. Shit, let me pull it up here. Oh, B.O.B. put out his last Elements.
No,
Yeah, yeah. It's called Space Time. It's got some joints on there for sure. There's one called Zoot. That's fire. Um,
I can't believe that he hasn't been like fucking canceled. Like what I'm saying.
yeah, he has. He
Some of the
has.
stuff. Oh, okay, you're right. In the general population, but I'm talking about like just fucking Mandela effect. Who is this guy? You know,
Yeah, no,
like
I couldn't.
he said some shit that I don't think anybody has said out loud. You know, in one song about like the higher ups. You know.
Eminem's new album is actually good. I like Eminem's new album. I know you're not as big of an Eminem fan as you used to be, but the new album is pretty fire. Um, so there's this collective called A Room Full of Mirrors based in LA, headed by Punch, who's like basically one of the leaders of TDE.
Okay.
Yeah, Absol and Kendrick and them.
Yeah.
They've been dropping a lot. They've been dropping singles every Monday for the whole year. And I recommend them. There's very underground, very lyrical stuff, but you would fuck with it.
Oh yeah, I'll check out, man. I haven't really heard about
Futuristic. I don't know if you know about Futuristic. He was one of the first like blew up on the internet, like internet rapper type dudes, but he's been around for a while now, and he just dropped one called Ikigai, the Japanese
Ikagi
concept.
yeah.
Ikagi, yeah, with like like where purpose meets like motivation meets whatever. It's like 4 different things.
Sure, yeah.
It's like the perfect yin yang, where like your purpose meets your actual desire meets
it kind of flows
the timing.
Together.
Yeah. So that's his album. The name of his album is whatever that I can't pronounce it.
I think it's Ikagi. I think. I'm not sure.
Rhapsody. I don't know if you know Rhapsody, the next Lauryn Hill, in my opinion. She's amazing, dude.
Really?
She put out
Rhapsody?
Yeah, she put out an album called Please Don't Cry earlier this year. Really good album. Anderson .Paak dropped another one. Not just him, but him and Knowledge. I haven't really heard of, but it's like one of his. He's got several. Anderson .Paak is always doing a bunch of different shit. He's got several different side projects, but it's like No Worries.
He's all about like, dude, like spreading that fucking energy that he popped
He's
off.
great.
Like someone loved his vibe and gave him a chance, and so like he's fucking doing things for like realness, like the real music and shit, dude.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I fucks with him for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's I would say that covers most of the recent stuff, at least since the Not Like Us craziness that happened early in the summer.
Oof. That
greatest diss track of ever.
And I mean that was like right after that dope ass fucking what's his name fucking damn it J. Cole.
Yeah, J. Cole album.
That shit was ridiculous, dude. I listened to that like on probably repeat for like a month straight, probably, dude. Honestly, it was on shuffle, but like over and over and over again.
Yeah, no, that was a slept on album for sure. But yeah, a lot of good music for real. I think Absol is about to drop. They've been hinting at it.
Yeah.
Which is, for me, when I look back on the last, like, I got into hip hop like 2005, which is kind of the era where Nas was hip hop is dead type shit, But Eminem and T.I., Nelly. But then when I really got into it, it was like that was when B.O.B. was starting to blow up, and then Kid Cudi had Day and Night, and
that's when he first started chilling, man. Like the late early 2000s, right?
Yeah, like 2008, 2009. When I look back, man, it's like Absol, B.O.B., and Kid Cudi. And it's crazy to me because it's like got B.O.B. in Atlanta and then Cudi in Cleveland, Absol out on the West Coast. None of them have ever done a song with each other. So all of my other favorite artists have done songs with them or with somebody else, but no Absol and Cudi, no Absol and Bob, no Bob and Cudi. Yeah, I'm saying it's No Absol and Bob's, and they're like literally three of my favorite, like probably my top three. Cuddy is it's hard to say with Cuddy because he's more of a musician. He's not as much of a rapper, but definitely definitely one of top five. I mean, for me, honorable mention at the very least, Tech Nine. Like Tech Nine, he put me on to Mayday, who I didn't include them just now, but it's hard to because they're such a unique experience. It's like to me they're like even beyond music because it's like a band. There's two lyricists. You can't really call it rap, but you can't even box it into any genre at all.
Yeah.
So versatile, just fucking immaculate. I can't even put them on any list. They're on their own list to me.
That's what's up, man. They're awesome, man.
For sure. But Tech Nine, he signed them. And I kind of have to give Tech Nine credit for like putting me onto them, basically. Tech Nine is a crazy, amazing rapper. He's got his own style and that chopper like fast shit that some people don't really fuck with. But if you have the ears to keep up with it, that shit is so crisp and so crazy. Like it's just crazy to me.
And it's like you almost have to be kind of like on a higher intelligence level to even like understand
the intricacy of his tongue is
and even when he's not talking about deep shit, just the way he flows, like his metaphors and his like the way he like
it's almost another language. It's like he's creating another language out of English. It's just pulling it from everywhere and connecting it and shit. It's just speed.
He does it like an intelligent way. But that's why I love like how Lil Wayne does it in like a silly way almost. It's not really silly like haha funny, but it's like wow, what the fuck? Like he's just he just made up 6 words in that one song. And like out of context, they don't make any sense. But like in that song, you know exactly what he's talking about, even though you've never heard that shit before. Like
Nah, Wayne is one of the goats for real. But there's a lot of drama with the whole like Kendrick Lamar getting the Super Bowl thing because everybody's like, oh, Wayne should have got it because it's in New Orleans. But
wait, what happened?
Kendrick Lamar is playing the halftime at the Super Bowl
this year. Like they already signed. I know they signed that like contract this far ahead.
Yeah, he made the announcement like last week, and it was like a lot of Twitter drama about because Rock Nation, which is Jay-Z, is like has that partnership with the NFL. So everybody's like, oh, Jay-Z's fucking bitch for getting Kendrick instead of Lil Wayne. Yeah, whatever, man. I mean, I love Lil Wayne, but Kendrick is on a different level, right? Kendrick is on what Wayne was 10 years ago. So how could you not pick Kendrick? It would be like not picking Wayne 10 years ago.
Yeah, but he's actually like smarter and like I feel like wiser. You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick?
Like,
yeah. He's something different.
And like he's actually like improving. Like I feel like Reezy hasn't really had a try since he was 16.
Whenever people bring up Kendrick, and I just love Ab-Soul so much. Anytime people bring up Kendrick, I just have to say this: Ab-Soul is the rawest motherfucker on the planet. K-Dot said it. K-Dot said that in one of Ab-Soul's songs that he's featured on. He says Ab-Soul is the rawest motherfucker on the planet. That is not a cosign anybody gets. I don't actually hear Kendrick cosign anybody ever in any other song ever.
Yeah.
So
and to call out Ab, bro, like that's fucking dope.
I'm just saying, people don't even know about Ab-Soul, and it doesn't make sense to me. But
like I feel like even he knows or can feel how much of like of influence he's been, like a backbone for like real hip hop, for all those like heads that are like doing like
he always says I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper.
Yeah, exactly. Shit.
And it's real. He's a rapper's rapper, and
Yeah.
that's why even Russ, one of my favorite music artists, he said that's my favorite rapper. Like Absol, it's crazy that people don't like. You actually have to. When people say that they know and love and appreciate Absol, I know immediately that person loves music. They actually
Uh-huh.
get it. They
Right.
get it. I was rocking my Absol. I got like his jersey. You know, it's number 2, Soul Brother number 2.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I walked into a fucking 7-Eleven a couple years back with that shit on, and the guy behind the counter was like, "What? I did not even know anybody around here knew about Absol." I was like, "Hell yeah, I'm glad." Like, I didn't know that either. Like, I didn't think anybody around here knew him. You know, it's fucking
And, dude,
awesome.
and that's like a instant best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. It was crazy. I
Yeah,
never seen
dude.
that
I can
guy
probably
again,
count.
but I remember it.
I can probably count on my hands, like when in regular like banter with people, music comes up a lot, and most people have heard of some of the things I like. But when I say like, you heard Black Hippie, like Absol, like whatever, like not maybe like I said, on my hands I can count how many people have been like, oh shit, Absol, fuck yeah, and like those people have been tight with me ever since.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
for sure. It's everybody's heard of Kendrick, and then
yeah,
people that are like the hard kind of people, some of them have heard of J Rock and they fucks with J Rock, and I fucks with J Rock. I ain't got no problem with.
uh-huh.
I can't relate to J Rock like that. I'm not a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
hard black guy. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah,
I didn't like sell crack growing up. Not that he did, but I'm
yeah.
saying he probably saw it if he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
He's like full Reezy mode from the hood. Like it's a little much to deal with sometimes.
But Soul is crazy. Soul, he's from there. Like he's grown up in the culture. He's not a fan of the culture like me. He's
Yeah,
actually in
exactly.
it. He's actually in it, but he's also an intellectual and just so sharp and understands the
Plus, like
complexity
like
of.
yeah, like life tried to take him out a couple times, and so like I feel like
He
that.
tried to take himself out off
Yeah.
drugs. He
Uh huh.
said, "I'm not even suicidal. I was just that fucked up."
Uh huh.
That's scary to think about when you're that fucked up. You really
But like, dude,
lose
but
control.
in that sense, like that's just awareness, man. Like pretty much anything that you ingest that's not healthy is an act of like slow suicide. Like cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Even like negative energies, like when you accept those inside of you, like you're taking, you're chipping away at your lifespan.
Right.
um, so like whether you do it over a 60, 70 year span or do it all at once, like what's the difference?
Yeah. No. It's
Yep,
uh
bro.
one of
So the crazy idea, I don't know where it came from. Kind of like along the lines of what we're talking about. So instead of funeral homes, we have suicide homes. But
damn
like,
dark turn.
but you come to it's like a retirement home type shit, right? But like you come to check off your bucket list, and like if you have any resources you can compiled, you can like safely with us through the organization make sure it goes to the right places for you, and then you can clock out, happily with no regrets. We'll help you go through your bucket list. You know what I'm saying? Record the shit. It's hilarious, and then we'll fucking send you on your way, dude. Like it's almost like real world, but everybody dies.
Suicide Squad.
Yeah, bro. And just like all these characters are getting like close and getting to know. All of a sudden, like, oh, they're awesome people, but they have already made the choice to like to clock out. They just want to go out with a bang,
Yeah.
dude. I mean, reality TV, the way it's getting, dude. Bare knuckle boxing is already coming. So, dude, I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast. But I remember when UFC came out, bro. I was like, man, it won't be that long until we're fucking knocking each other out without fucking gloves, bro. Like bare knuckle, like gladiator style. It's already happening, dude.
Cool.
Like already, I called it. I didn't think it was gonna happen this fast, for real. Like for real, like for a whole world to accept like people two people with families and friends just like pretty much want to kill each other. You know, like when you hit somebody with your bare fist in their fucking temple, like you could kill them, and that you have to accept that, and like you almost want to in a sense. You know, you want them to knock out, but you kind of want them to wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but and even the fighters know if I kill this person, I'll be famous for it. You know, like that's their mentality, bro. That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Like, and like it's just the modern day gladiators. You know, it's like all part of the show. And it's so funny, dude. If you, as if you're standing on the outside, whenever something like kind of like sketchy happens in politics, or like a shitty debate, or like stuff that just makes it obvious how much of a show it is, something else happens in popular culture. You know, like some celebrity, you know, is caught diddling, or fucking is dies, or you know what I'm saying, like something else happens, almost as equally like shocking to like bring people's attention away from like what's really going on, you know. And it's like it's been happening over, and I can feel these waves of having like knowing what's going on, you know. Like I haven't been following politics. I have been following like I'm not really on social media that much for like news and shit. I do funny memes, you know what I'm saying, like dick and fart jokes and titties and shit. That's what I like to see, you know what I'm saying. And that's so I don't pay attention to all that shit, but I can feel like the attention being pulled, you know, from everywhere around me, like except for where it's supposed to go. Like, I really just don't want to be a part of it anymore, man. Like, but I'm not ready to clock out, you know. So like, that's what I've been kind of like in limbo, you know. Trying to just decide my next move, man. But it's getting crunch time, because it's kind of boring. And not really boring. Like my grandma always used to say, like, "Oh, if you say you're boring, you're too stupid to find something to do." And she's kind of right, man. Like every time I hear myself say something bored, like I'm like, "Oh shit, you're a fucking idiot." Just find something to not be bored with, and honestly, like being bored is a choice too. Like you can do nothing and be happy, content as fuck, you know. Being bored, even if you are bored, you can be happy being bored, you know. But there's no like real negative connotation with bored. But nowadays, you know, like people use drugs and eating and sex and all kinds of like TV. I guess TV, scrolling and shit. I'm guilty of it too, man. It's pretty addicting. Like scrolling, it's like better than TV sometimes. You know?
Yeah, no doubt. I'm guilty of that for sure.
It's like a mini TV that like you don't have to. There's not really commercials. You can skip them, and it's kind of like learning what you want to watch anyway. You know, so like you don't have to flip through channels. Just keep scrolling. It gets better and better. Every second more that you watch it, it like tells it something else. You know what I'm saying about that thing, that clip? It's so crazy because there's certain like tags for that clip. So the longer more attention you give it, it's telling the system that you like a certain thing about, and making you watch or listen longer. So then like they start trying other stuff, and like the longer you watch, like they just it's like every swipe is like telling them something about you, dude. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dialed in pretty good.
But I mean, I feel like that
the sensors and stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I think about that? I just don't hear. I mean, I know other people have to think about this, but I just don't hear people talk about it. Is GPS. Like they give us GPS. If they're giving that to us, and that shit is just pinpointing our house, what lane we're in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. How many feet it is until the next turn.
And like the things, like, anything with like a SIM card has an IP, like the GPS, direct GPS coordinates, right? Pretty much. Like if you're.
But I'm saying if that's what we have access to see that. That's the public. So what is also going on that we aren't privy to that same chip
I know, dude.
is capable of?
So did you hear? I forgot when it was what term it was when GPS first started coming out, but at first they didn't want it to be all out to the public. You know, the military.
It wasn't. It was underground for a minute.
For a while, and then like
military had that shit for a minute without it being.
So yeah, I mean they've only given us maybe what do you say? Maybe 20 to 30% of the GPS capabilities or know-how.
I mean, no, I think
less than that.
Well, no, it depends on what you mean by capability. I mean,
Okay, so if
in the in the in
GPS
the
can do
crude
100%.
term, GPS is global positioning system or
Okay,
global.
I'm saying, so if the use of GPS gives you 100 uses, or like it's 100, how much is like the people given by the government of that 100%? You know, like access to.
I think that's the wrong way to even frame the question. I think the way you got to look at it is at what level of granularity are they
Oh,
like they can probably see our fucking cells, you know what
I
I'm
was,
saying?
I was gonna say they can probably zoom in.
Whereas we can see, you know,
Yeah,
our car parked there
yeah,
or
yeah.
like some blocky objects, you know what I'm saying? But
Uh-huh.
they can see how granular is their vision versus what they're allowing us to see
I bet it's
with that
full like
same tool.
4K or up. Like they can 3D walk
Oh,
through
no,
anything and
no.
everybody at any time.
Whatever technology they've given us, they're 20, 30 times ahead of that.
Yeah, and I feel like when the early on, like most like camera lenses, like with a little like a filter or some shit, they could like see in that spectrum, right? Or like they could. It
Like
wasn't like
crudely,
they had to
maybe.
have a whole different like kind of crazy different camera. It was like most cameras can take in those frequencies. You know, it's all about the filtration. Like you take in all the light, right? And then it's like all the light you get from that being, and then the filters like projects like what it wants you to see. You know,
Yeah.
so like maybe even the fact that we think that we're taking pictures of ourselves, but like we're like making the images of ourselves when the picture's taken. You know, like
Mm.
our light in that instant is like projecting what we think or what we think that they think that we are in that moment. You know,
Right.
yeah. So it might be something to that. I think it's Chinese or some Asian culture that they're like really maybe not against it, but they're very cautious about taking a lot of pictures. You know, and who's taking them and for what reason. You know. Um,
No, James Street said that there were some indigenous cultures that were like, nah, that'll steal your soul. Like they didn't take pictures at all.
yeah, no, yeah, they'll like freak out and shit if you try to take a picture without asking or some shit.
Yeah.
But also that could be traced back to like, okay, maybe in their history, a couple hundred years ago, last time motherfuckers came out with cameras, they got stolen.
Yeah.
They looked around like, hey, wait, where's Billy? I don't know, dude. Some pale ass dude came and took him last night. I don't know where
Yeah.
they're going. I'd probably never see him again. Like,
Yeah.
can't imagine, dude.
Yeah.
And and most of those people were like, the same colored people. The whole race thing is kind of pissing me off, even though it's like so much truths have come to light. Almost all truths really have come to a light. Whether you know,
But
sometimes
people
it could
don't
be,
even believe them because they've been given so many lies that they don't know what to believe.
yeah,
Yeah, the truth is definitely hiding right in front of everybody's face at this point, but it's a discernment test. People don't know how to tell the truth from lies.
and it's just it's lies, man. It's the word power that they're using against this man. Like even the word fucking conspiracy theory, like that word when it does things to people. Like
Hmm.
lots of things. It makes them see a lot of things different ways, and kind of like it makes them like blind to things. Just the fact that they think that there is such a thing as like if you don't know the definition of a conspiracy theory, then like you think this like shroud of organization. You think of all these crazy things, but like even right now we are conspiring, bro. There's two people. We're conspiring, even though we're not like planning to do anything crazy. Like we are conspiring. We
Right.
are like reaching. We're talking about something and getting achieving like understanding. Even
Right.
that is like conspiring on some level.
Right.
Even if
But the
the whole
term conspiracy theorist
yeah,
was
it's just
coined by the CIA following the Kennedy assassination
yeah.
because people were questioning it.
Hmm.
So it was a way to dismiss any sort of questioning their
And dude, it's
conspiracy. If
working
they're
perfectly,
questioning
bro.
the mainstream narrative, then they're conspiracy theorists, and that's kind of it's a way to discredit people.
Oh, so dude, I know, dude, it's nuts. But real change real topic real quick. Like, do you work with people that are like fully vaccinated and stuff?
Yeah.
So like, I haven't really been around those type of people, man. Like, how are they right now? Like, are they pissed?
It's hard to know. It's hard to know. What do
Like,
you mean pissed? Like they feel like they got?
I feel like every day there's like more and more information that's like pretty much saying it's how obviously like stupid they were for like jumping on board with that, you know?
You know,
And
kidding.
there's even like tests coming out that's like it's how bad it is. Like in like families that they did half the kids got it and half didn't. It's exactly like okay, the kids that got it are twice as sick. So there's one family that had 3 kids, right? And the first one had it the most. Second one had just like one, and then and third had none. And in that exact order, the oldest had the most sickness. The second one had just a little like a little bit, and the unvaccinated had nothing. Like, and almost every family where they separated the kids, it's like that's the only result is that every kid that had the vaccine is getting more sick.
You're
That's
talking about the COVID vaccine specifically?
yeah.
Yeah.
But dude, have you seen like there's the commercials and shit coming out for like all these vaccines nowadays, dude?
Yeah.
Pfizer. This one video I saw like so Pfizer actually put the patent on the COVID vaccine in like
It's big business.
1992 or some shit. You saw this?
Yeah, I mean, who knows at this point?
And like this stuff dating back to like 58. Like 50 dude, like 80 some years ago they've been kind of like meandering about this idea like, if we want this to happen, we can probably try this. Like, okay, we'll wait for the perfect time. And then big, I guess it's money when they were ready financially. Okay, so
Yeah.
what if they different scenario? What if they had gotten us to believe fully like they kind of did, but they didn't have enough vaccines? Like it would have been worse than water bottles. You know what I'm saying? It would have been worse than water bottles and toilet paper. I guarantee you that. Like, you tell people, oh, I can save you, but there's only a certain amount. But luckily they
Yeah.
had enough for everybody. But which is mathematically impossible. But anyway, besides that fact, like. Imagine if they didn't have any of it. Like, oh, we have the vaccine, but we only have a couple, or like you have to be really rich to get it. Like, imagine what that would have done to the world, bro. God damn, that would turn the shit upside down. And then for what?
Yeah.
Damn. But I guess they saw how that scenario would turn out. That's not profitable for them.
Yeah.
But
No, that's the thing. That's the thing when it comes to like they're not trying to. I don't believe in the depopulation conspiracy because there's not enough money in depopulation. They're trying to keep people sick. You keep
yeah.
people sick, then you keep them on medicines and treatments. And it's not about curing them, it's about maintenance.
And
Keeping
like
them
so, and
sick, but not
yeah, and the
sick
overall
enough to
agenda is like
die.
to keep them slaves. Like
Right, exactly. But people
it's
who aren't fully healthy are more easy to enslave.
yeah, 100%. Especially when you're like relying on the healthcare, relying on the
Right,
pills that they're feeding you. You know.
right.
Like, yeah, it's ridiculous, man. Dude, even like food quality, bro. Like, I'm tired. I'm like scared to like eat most things, bro. Like, because I
It's
question it.
crazy. I know.
Like, you get a steak or a piece of chicken. Like, I'm pretty sure this is meat, but I didn't cut this fucking chicken, so I
Right,
don't even know 100% nowadays
right.
if it's real meat, dude. Like,
Yeah, it could be lab grown.
and everything on the package could be like, trying to sell the fuck out of its real meat. It could say everything it's supposed to say that real meat says, but it's not.
Right.
Like, don't they have to tell us? Like, is there like a symbol or something that we can tell?
Now I saw something that was saying like they had talked to their local butcher and the butcher was like they had done the math and there's just absolutely no way that there's enough cows on the planet to feed as much beef gets eaten on a daily basis in the world.
Dude, I haven't even really thought about that, man. Like, on the talking about all the burgers every day, dude.
All the
Like
steaks, all the
all the steaks
burgers.
and burgers. Just that alone, bro. In beef.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like there's absolutely he's like honest he's like he's done the math and it's honestly between 1% and 2% that is probably real.
Actual from real cow, yeah. Huh. Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yep.
So like, for how long, you know, they've been fucking supplementing this shit, dude? I have no idea.
Yeah.
So fucked up.
It's wild.
But yeah, man. So, you know, with I've been practicing intermittent fasting for like a couple of decades now. But like, I've been recently the past couple of months. I fasted a couple of times. Like, didn't eat for like 48 hours one time. Um, 48 hours is a pretty good time to start like getting in touch with like.
Yeah, 48 is right where I'm like, all right, I need some.
And that's when your body will start talking to you, bro.
I've tried to go 72, but it's just like that 24 hours between 48 hours and 72 is just like
It's painful, man.
all your demons are coming out.
Yeah,
For sure, for real. Like to put it
yeah,
in a spiritual way. I don't know how else to put that.
dude. I bet that's what it's like when women have a period.
I don't maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that.
Oh, shit. Sorry, women. I know. I'm just playing. Um,
Who knows though? I don't know.
but that's different though. But I mean, because that's like a choice, you know. Like
Yeah,
forcing yourself to do that, like put yourself through that. That's different than like having to deal with something every month, you know,
right.
like a natural thing. Dude, I feel like the majority of the people nowadays, like they're 12 hours without food. They're just like chewing their fingers off, you know,
Yeah,
like at least with a snack or something, you know, like they have to have
right.
something.
No, I know. I know.
And
Even at 18 hours, I'm starting to notice myself feel like, but
yeah,
that's the thing. Between 18 and 48 hours, I can consciously will myself into I don't need to eat. But at
uh,
48, it becomes a real challenge at 48 hours for me. I'm like, all right, I'm either going to be an asshole for the next 24 hours or I'm going to eat something right now.
yeah, dude. Now when I did those like fucking little mental retreats in the woods and shit, like the longest I made was almost probably like almost 2 weeks. It was like 10 days. It felt like fucking 3 weeks, but and
Without
like I didn't
food?
really eat much besides like fucking some some berries that looked kind of suspect. I tried moss, and some bark that like
When
just
did
to
you
have
do
something in my
this?
stomach, Um, I caught a fish one day. Fucking cut that. It was so fucking awesome, man.
Ate it raw?
Nah, 'cause with the fire, cooked that shit up on a rock, bro. Ate that shit up like fucking. I was like, ow. This is the only protein. It's probably been almost like 4 or 5 days since I had like real protein. Um, yeah, man. Just went out there with iodine tablets and some acid. And fucking
Hmm.
dope ass fucking like survivor like knife, dude. I had like some fire starter, like a
When
small.
was
It was
this?
a small backpack, man. Um, this was like right after college. Like
Oh, okay.
after my accident, dude. Right, and
Ah,
I came across some money. And just like kind of just like just disappeared for a couple years. Um, but yeah, it was nice, man. Like the hunger definitely is painful, but when there's nothing around, dude, it's kind of like uh, it's not even an option to feel the pain. Like your body just like, okay, this is what we're doing now, and kind of just like when you feel it grumbling a little bit, kind of switching over to like survival mode, like on reserves. Um, and I feel like I was just like I would see things that are edible, and like my mind would tell me that like that's probably okay to eat. I ate foliage, bro, like whatever, just munching, climbing trees, dude, hanging out. I made this like little cave area underneath some rocks, man. It was probably already a cave, but I kind of like dug out a little area. And luckily, dude, I mean, I don't remember it raining at all. Like I woke up wet, but like it didn't really rain on me the whole time. It was fucking lovely. But lucky as fuck. No infections. I came back with no leeches. Have you ever had leeches, bro?
no. I caught one time like right as it was starting to try to leech onto me.
Yeah, dude. Oh, just
It hurt pulling it off, but it wasn't attached all the way, so I was able to get it off on me.
dude, just blind. Imagine just blindly happy just to fucking sink his tiny little teeth into something, just suck away.
Yeah.
But shit. What was I about to say? Leeches. I don't know. Oh, yeah, but so I'm trying to think if it's like a real fact I saw, but I think like the human body, most of the normal average human body um can like last, I think, like a couple weeks, right? Like 3 weeks, like, or more than that, like without any food at all, as long as they have like water.
2 weeks, I've heard you. I don't know about that. I think maybe if you're just sitting around meditating and shit, probably. But if you're like working, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Of course, if you're burning calories, you would burn off your reserves faster. But yeah, so remember, I think it was like last time, not this last time, but the last time we went camping, they had the little pool at the campsite.
Hmm.
I still think about that, man. Like we were tripping that one day, we went to the pool. Like, of course, I didn't want to test it too much because I'm not trying to drown on a fucking vacation. But uh, it was close to like 2 minutes, wasn't it? Like when I went down there for a while, like to test,
Yeah,
like I think it was close to 2 minutes.
yeah,
And before it was only like 30 seconds. So like being able to like almost get in that meditative state when you're tripping, dude, and like kind of I felt like I was shutting my body down, man. I'm glad actually talk about that. But like when I got to the bottom of the pool, I like I pushed breathing, the need for breathing out of my head, dude. Like I told myself, oh, you're underwater, you can't breathe, so don't even think about it. And so in that meditative state, like I was able to like almost let go of breathing, dude. Like the oxygen I had within me, I could keep it flowing, and like it got to a little bit close to the point where I could tell, like almost like I needed an oil change type shit. Like I needed fresh oxygen, but like just the action that was flowing in my blood was enough to like to go longer. But I was almost like scared that I would maybe like pass out or something. So that's why I came up. But I thought I could have stayed a lot longer. In that state that I was at the bottom of the pool. Um, but that's cool, man. Like you ever watch like Chris Angel and shit, dude?
mm-mm.
Dude, he's this crazy magician. You've seen like David Blaine, right?
Yeah. I've heard of him. Yeah.
So like Chris Angel, imagine David Blaine like makes an actual deal with the devil. That'd be Chris Angel. This was just funny, dude. Everything about him, man. Like I swear, like he's a test tube baby from the fucking high ups, man. Like he just has this natural ability to like draws people's attention in, which is like crucial for sleight of hand. Which is the main component in like magic. Really, it's like being able to politely and in an entertainment fashion, like deceive you, and it's not really like a lie because he's really doing it. So, but like they use like a show to try to like magic in general. Like there's things that he does that are outside of like the realm of magic, dude. Like I don't know, he's done some crazy things, man. Like I'm sure you can set it up, but he'll like walk up down the street somewhere and just like walk up the building, like random as fuck. He hops out the car, one frame, will like walk up a building in front of people, and then like go, I don't know this even with like my knowledge of cinematography and CGI and like all that stuff, like it's almost hard to imagine some of his tricks, like how it could be done, unless like every single person is involved and the city planning is like is involved and like the timing and it's just to orchestrate something like that is almost doesn't make sense. Like the fact, what makes more sense is that he has magical fucking powers, and he has made and found a way to like entertain people with his magic and shit. Oh shit! Ever seen dude the carbonara effect, or like
Mm-mm.
it's called Magic for Humans.
Nah.
Though these two magicians, man, like they've they've changed like their magic into like almost like morals and lessons. It's really cool, especially magic. I think Magic for Humans. It's almost like a candid camera type shit where like you'll set up somewhere as like a store, like a store clerk, and like, oh, have you seen this new invention that they do? And like oh, it's a little it's a car this big. This is a travel suit. And the dude's like, what are you talking about? There's a suit in there? Like, yeah, you gotta unfold this and boom, boom, boom. And like it comes out, the tie comes out, boom, and oh yeah, then you unfold this, hit a little button, bump out, then the suit, like the pantsuit comes out of the tie.
Yeah,
and then,
I did see that.
yeah, just like, all kinds of crazy shit, dude. Or like yeah.
He's like, you
Like
gotta pull the string.
Uh-huh. Yep.
He's like pulling the string, and the whole fucking like suit comes out
It pops
basically.
out. Yeah, I was like, what, dude? It felt a little 2x3 fucking business card size, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, just stuff like that, man. It's really funny, dude. Just like kind of like warm-hearted magic, you know? Not like, ooh, I'm so mysterious and sexy. But yeah, dude. I think I've been feeling a lot recently, like the pressures of like being like a man, you know, in today's world, like women don't even understand the struggle, man. Like we have to build ourselves, you know, like no matter how much who our dad is, you still have to like build yourself on top of that. You can't just like accept what they have, or else you're stuck in a basement alone, and whatever you want. But like to actually do something with it, like you have to build yourself, like physically, mentally, spiritually, to be something. Like it doesn't really just happen, like with women, like it just happens. Like they're born with that fucking golden vagina that like, it starts like it can be a cash machine if they want to. If not, they can do whatever they want with it for a good decade or so, and they better hope they made some fucking right choices. You know what I'm saying? Like, this tough, man. Like, especially in today's world, dude. Like in America, especially, dude. Like, they call them passport bros. You heard about it? Like the top, like certain percentage of males that actually have like wealth and work hard and have built themselves up. They want nothing to do with American chicks. So like they go to Thailand and fucking like the Slavic girls, bro. Like Ukraine chicks, bro. It's so hot, and they'll do everything for you. For way less drama. And like. If it's really all about money, marriage is about money and a contract of like, I provide this for you, then why not have a girl that you want that looks better and it's not gonna fucking cheat on you and steal your shit and fucking leave you and take half your shit, Like these chicks, I've been telling you for this for years, bro. If I get to 50 and I don't have like a fucking ride or die chick with me, like I'm just gonna order one, bro. I don't care. I'll fucking put one on like on layaway. I'll start. I'm gonna scoop up fucking a young wife and fucking go away somewhere for a while. I don't know, whatever. And I think that could like actually work, man. Like someone young, someone who wants to like build something together. Like it's in today's world, like someone my age, a woman my age, like it's so rare to find one that doesn't have is on the third marriage, has 2 kids, 3 kids, about 1 or 2 dudes. Or if they're single, like they're fucking been run through, bro, and they have this huge roster of dudes. Like I don't like have to even worry about that shit, dude. Like I don't want the drama, and so there's not little. I won't say no, but there's little chance of a positive relationship, and there's little chance of even like a fucking no strings attached relationship that's positive. It's not gonna be positive for me. Like, the way things are going now. Like, of course, I have hopes, but whatever. I might find something, but I don't know, dude. I might just get one on contract.
Yeah.
Might get 2.
Might get 2. Hey, fair enough.
Sisters, bro. That'd be lovely.
Yeah.
No, I'm just joking, dude. I might move to Ireland, or I'm sorry, Scotland. There's a lady over there I've been talking to recently. It's like just a regular woman, man. Like after talking, because of VR, I've been able to have conversations and friendships with people, all over the world, man. I have this one blossoming right now, this Canadian woman. Like she's married, like, and not like my old school kind of married chick, but like a woman who she's in a solid relationship, and I respect her relationship, but like her and our relationship is growing like probably one of the best friends I've ever had out of a female, bro. Like it's kind of scary almost to like even consider, because I'm not very trusting of females and to some extent, I guess. But like with her, it's really easy, man. kind of scary because like she's the opposite of me, bro. She's a white female, you know what I'm saying, from Canada, and I'm not a white dude from America. You know, I don't know, maybe not opposite, but very different. You know, lifestyles and everything, upbringings. But like, you know, like the Venn diagram, I think when you have the two circles that like overlap in a certain area, like the parts that ours overlap is like fucking what you need to have a healthy like relationship or friendship, you know, and because every friendship is still a relationship, you know, but there has to be like a give and take for a healthy relationship. Both sides have to like give and take and try to understand and, you know, love the other in a way to like benefit them, you know, or else it's not like healthy. So,
mutualism.
Yeah, and so I do. I'm surprisingly she came along and it's been great, but yeah, fucking Scotland. First of all, I love that fucking Scottish accent. But just a real chick, dude. She works, you know what I'm saying? She's like not worried about all that bullshit, dude. Just chill like a woman, you know, make a stew every day, have lots of sex, make some stew, and climb some mountains. I'm just playing. So what's up with your like dating life, bro? Like what you see anybody?
Nah.
Nothing on your fucking radar?
I'm kind of trying to pull the whole like manifestation shit up. I'm trying to just like be epic. Attract one to me. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
I mean, you don't have like a spot. I mean, trying to get some strange or nothing? Like dating apps working for you or anything? Are you doing any of that?
Nah.
Yeah, dude, dating apps are garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
So the thing with that, man. So with along with manifestation, you sometimes you have to like guide that too. You know, you have to put yourself in places where things can happen. You know,
that's real. No, for sure.
So think about what kind of chick you want to attract, and like think about where they might be on a Tuesday afternoon. You know, if that is something where like you could find yourself, then find yourself there. Maybe one Tuesday a month or something. You know, check out the spread, and then if you don't like it, go somewhere else. Like, but like try to find like an area of chick that you like. You know, doing something that you enjoy. Because it's tough, man. Like that pretty much every chick is getting approached by every dude almost nowadays in some sense. Really, in like being approached but not being approached. You know, in a sense, like it's just there's no like courtship. There's no respect really on like respecting each other as opposite sex. You know, now it's just like, oh, now we're all just fucking around. You know, and it's kind of dirty. I mean, don't get me wrong. I dip my toes in a little bit, but it's like it's not for me, bro. Like, I need more emotions and connection with my shit, you know. But yeah, man, just put yourself somewhere, dude. You'll definitely find something, dude. You'll fucking manifest something.
Yeah, the strange time in the dating world.
Nah, it's just fucked up, man.
It's not really a dating world. It's a very hookup culture for sure.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, yeah, I'm kind of the same boat, man. I'm just trying to just manifest. Yeah, like I'm not searching for it. No, I've been stopped searching for it, but like, and also you know how it is with cycles, man. Girls like once you get kind of involved with a girl, like they kind of you kind of get on their roster per se, and every now and then they might reach out to you when they think of you or might need something. You know, if you're available, boom, you move up the roster, and then like you talk to them more and more, and then boom, like you might get some pussy, and then don't talk to them for a while. Like, oh, I moved down the roster because I wasn't you're a fucking bitch, bitch you want it right now,
right?
And then I don't know, but whatever, dude.
Yep.
Like I'd kind of rather be the side dude. Right now, being a main dude sucks, bro. Like fuck that. Like, why would I want to be a main dude? Like main dude's the one being cheated on and like in the dark and like falling in love with stuff that's not in love with them. Like really, like as a side dude, at least I know about the side dude, like the main guy. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
And I know what I'm getting into. Like yeah, I might want more, but like I'm not gonna want more than you're willing to offer or can't even offer. And so like, yeah, man. Definitely fucking hookup culture.
For sure.
What's with Reezy though, man? If you talk to Reezy,
Yeah.
I mean, what's up, dude? Is he alright?
Yeah, you should hit him up. He asked me about you.
Okay. I try to talk to him, man. He's kind of just like coming back from a fucking, he was coming back from a mental escape. Like he was gone for a little while, man. When he heard about McGill and whatnot, like he kind of lost himself for a little while.
Yeah, he did tell me that. But yeah, no, he seemed all right. I actually gave him a gel tab and he really enjoyed that. It's pretty hilarious, actually. I tried to tell him how strong it was, but you know how Reezy is. I cut mine in half. He took a whole one. And we like walked around this. There's like this there's trails like behind our old elementary school that we went to. It was RCE. You're right there at Cook's Corner.
Uh huh.
There's like trails back there now.
Oh,
It's
what?
not
Bike trails or like walking trails?
walking trails. It's not that big, but it's it's a decent enough walk, and there's like a basketball court back there and like a little field for frisbee and shit.
Oh yeah.
Um so yeah, we were just trying to run around back there like during the come up. And then I'm like driving him on the way back to his crib and I can just see it hit him like full on. He's like, "How are you driving right now?"
Uh,
I was like, "Yep, it got you."
that's hilarious.
Hilarious. She was mad funny. But yeah, no, next time I go to Middlesex, I definitely need to holla at him.
Yeah, man. I tried to talk to him for a little while. I felt like he needed me to like stem the conversation per se, and I was having a hard time doing that. So I feel kind of bad. Um, I definitely need to fucking hit him up, dude, and check on him, man, because I think that was one of the deaths that probably hit him like probably the closest to home that he's ever been hit. You know, um, and I feel like any death can hit home as long like, but it's a choice again to let it hit home. You know, like death is a natural, like beautiful process, dude. You know, it's almost just as beautiful as like birth. You know,
Was it
um,
an overdose though? Because
well,
he's
McGill.
been, yeah.
Oh, so the reasoning is his reasoning. It's they're taking it personally. The fact is that he's gone, and the reason why he's gone it doesn't really matter. You know, those facts are kind of the reasons why people get upset because they hold on to those reasons. Well, maybe he didn't. If he didn't take enough drugs, he would still be here. Or what if? But like those, that's because they're kind of fucking with those facts that they think they even know. They don't know. They weren't with him. They don't know why he died. And even if the coroner said it was overdose, they don't know why he wanted to take that many drugs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
or if it was an accident, like all that stuff. They don't know that really knows those things, and so it
right.
kind of doesn't make sense to even speculate why. Like so. Pretty much when death happens, it's a choice. Whether you didn't make the choice or not. It's someone's choice, and it's life's choice. Maybe sometimes
Right.
it's your time, but like the life that you shared, like you actually lived, should be like honored, not like be sorrow about the death. Like the fact that he's so sad for someone's passing should make him happy. Like he actually shared that love. He actually got a chance to meet McGill. And
No, I think he feels that way now. Now
yeah,
that he's had time to like process it.
process it and shit. Yeah, I understand. My first funeral, bro. Um, I realized that shit. Like I was sitting in back of the crowd, and I saw people just like sobbing, and most of the sadness was the shared sadness that they felt like they had to share together. Because they knew him or like they were family, and well, whatever. I saw him a couple times, whatever. But it was almost like competition to see who was sadder, and I almost started laughing, dude. Like I felt bad. Like I had to walk away, like pretend to cough, whatever. But like almost started laughing at how fucking ridiculous they were being at being so sad. Like, but I did feel bad because it was like the funeral, whatever. Like it was kind of too soon, that type of shit. But like being sadness is all all like sadness is stemmed in pure love, man. You know, like it comes from love. And so if you ever feel sadness, just fall back to where it came from, and it comes from a happiness, you know. And so like
Yeah, but
false,
I can see where that takes some time.
yeah, no, you're right. But you know, time
Holding
is
on
love.
to it, holding on to it is a different story. I mean, I see where you're coming from too, because if you hold on to it, then it's just like now you're kind of like doing a disservice to their life because you're not
Yeah.
living your life. And
Okay, I guess
yeah,
another thing that bothers me is okay, the first moments of someone, you know, realizing
like you
someone's
can,
dead.
I guess my point is you can be sad and still have the awareness that that sadness comes from being happy, at
Yeah.
least for a time, like at least for, a few days after you find out or whatever.
My view is that even those first few days of grieving, they should be joyous because like in order to keep him alive per se is to hold on to those memories in your head. You know, like the love that y'all shared, those moments that are inside you, like that is him. That's the like you know the body that died. That's not really him. You know, the moments, the energies that were you shared, like that's what he really is. And so if you focus those first few days when it's all super fresh, if you can like just focus on the good and keep those memories, like it keeps him alive so much longer. Like his energy, like within us. But people get so sad and they try to forget and like, oh well, have all these bad feelings, like so it kind of taints their death, you know, like makes it bad. When instead of like, it should just stay with the good, you know, like I don't know. He was a great ass dude, you know. Like I wish I'd chill with him more, but like I can still see his smile in my head, you know. And yes, I'm sad that he's gone, but he's not gone because he's still like the same that he was in my head today than he was 2 weeks ago. You know, nothing's changed. But other people's opinions on that, you know. And I know it's kind of a crazy thing to say, you know. Fucking condolences to his family and all his friends. Like I'm not
No,
saying,
but I think what you're talking about is really important. It's actually kind of what I wanted to talk about. I didn't know it was going to come up through like a personal thing, but like I think that the faulty foundation upon which our entire society and culture is based is the belief that consciousness is housed in the body,
mhm,
because that false belief that consciousness only exists because our body exists, that's a false belief, but everybody believes it. Even people like to go to church and whatever and claim to believe in an afterlife, when you look at the way they actually live their life, it's proof that they don't actually believe what they say they believe.
yeah. As soon as they fucking leave the doors in church, then they don't act that way, you know.
Right. Because if we were to truly believe that we are immortal and we are consciousness and our body is just something that the force that animates our bodies, that's what we really are. And our
Yeah,
body is kind of like our ego's favorite toy,
yeah, yeah.
that we get to like move around, and like it's a very advanced toy if you want to think of
Yeah.
it that way, but it's like epic, and it's not
So
in there is something that creates a feeling or an experience of I am the body, but there are so many experiences, whether it's psychedelic drugs or non near death experiences, out of body experiences. There's so many anecdotal, like way too many for it to just be like people making it up or whatever. Like so many anecdotal testimonies
yeah,
of experiences of being able to get outside of your body and see your body, and travel to other dimensions or
yeah.
whatever. There's
Like
so
like
so
like
many.
reincarnation, you know, like revisiting past lives and stuff, dude. You know.
Right. I mean, or even if you don't believe, even if you are a brand new soul, you can still escape your body. Like,
Yeah.
and the
Well,
proof,
they
even
don't want
even
like
if you're not on psychedelics, even if you're not near death experience, out of body experience, mystical experience, the simple proof is that we can literally like walk around and talk, and like all of that is like a body alone couldn't do that.
Yeah.
But then I don't know. There's the argument. The other side would say, well, if you do discount the out of body experiences and all that other stuff, then we can start to claim that consciousness is housed in the brain, and if the brain's not working, then consciousness isn't working. I don't. Yeah, that's to me. That's like the foundation of all of the bullshit, because that leads people to live their lives in such a way that we might as well maximize pleasure, maximize debauchery and
Why
everything,
not?
because
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna die anyway, and there is no afterlife. There's no uh
But I feel like
consequences.
that's part of the cycle. That's where it's kind of going right now. You know,
What you mean?
like it's kind of going into that cycle where like humans need a reminder that that's not the way to go. You know, like idiocracy and like ignorance is bliss, bro. You know, so being ignorant is blissful, and they're fucking blissful, hungry ass fucking hippos, bro. You know, being raised right now in the world, like they're hungry for everything, and the fucking eventually, like it's gonna get to the point where like it's gonna be sickening, you know. But we're like on the cusp of that. We're like it's just like rising up, and like I don't know, dude. It's gonna be fucking. It's been a ride, you know what I'm saying? But like I don't even know, dude. On a daily, shit could change, dude. It's so crazy nowadays.
Mhm.
But yeah, man, we should definitely do this more often, dude. Even just talking and stuff, man. You know,
Yeah,
wrapping
this
this up.
book I've been reading is called Woke, and it's written by an anesthesiologist. So it's like, the perspective of woke, the perspective of someone whose job it has been to put people to sleep for 18 years of his life.
Yeah, that's dope.
And he talks about ether and like those types of drugs, anesthetic drugs,
Hmm.
and how it's literally the only class of drugs where there's no like prescribed dosage per weight or per gender or whatever,
Really, you just take it
and
from
they
town.
just have to give you a little bit at a time, and then base off their judgment, based off your behavior, how much you need.
Damn.
And they still don't know how it works, because they don't know how consciousness works.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's all like,
That's
people
dope.
like talk about hard science all the time, and literally anesthesiology, one of the most important factions of Western medicine, what's needed for most surgeries,
This is kind of flaccid science right now.
is pretty much like a use your intuition and judgment type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn,
it's not,
bro.
there's no hard science behind it. It's just like, he's behaving such and such a way. I guess there's a
Yeah,
little bit of like, there's precedents, right, based on what
yeah,
things that have happened in the past, so they can kind of like box in, oh, this behavior means this, they've gone, this behavior
yeah,
means they're this far out of consciousness. But there's no real way, there's no like, they can't take a blood alcohol test, they can't like measure the molecules in your blood, because consciousness isn't found in molecules.
yeah, yeah.
you know
Exactly.
like, consciousness is the last mystery of science, and it's never going to get solved, because the act, like, consciousness is the observer, and observation is step one of the scientific method.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, it's already intertwined with, so like, what you believe
Mhm.
could affect the experiment.
Yeah, yeah.
What the observer and the experimenter believes will definitely affect outcome.
Dude, you ever read any Kurt Vonnegut?
I've heard he's a really good author. Now, I've never read him.
Dude, he's beyond his years, man. Boy, he was beyond his years. But anyway, he wrote a book that's called. It's a really short one, dude. It's called "Thank You, Dr. Kevorkian."
Hmm. I
And
feel like
it's
I've heard of that.
each chapter is like an interview with one of the persons that he like was putting under or have put under, something like that. And
Hmm.
it's like a dive into, so the person, the character is like, it goes pretty much dies and talks to somebody, after in the afterlife, and then comes back with that consciousness and like relates that, you know, in each chapter. It's pretty crazy, bro. So each chapter is a different perspective from a different realm, from a celebrity from the past type shit, dude. It's pretty wild. Or like a figure, you know what I'm saying, in the present or something like that, like in the past, like they'll go back and talk to them about something that happened, you know. And then of the perception is from the person that actually died and what was happening to them. So it's like you get that perspective and that kind of like translation of what they got from that person that was already dead and been dead and seen what's been going on since they were dead, you know? So it's like,
right.
It's kind of tight, dude. And it's kind of like, okay, cool, I can see that. Like, it's a satire, you know, but like, it's probably not that far from the truth, you know?
No, I think about my grandpa all the time. I feel like he's changed a lot since he died.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, so Kurt Vonnegut actually...
I feel like a lot of people probably change a lot when they die. Because
Yeah.
you see a lot of shit way more clearly.
Dude, you should look up when Kurt Vonnegut died. You might be like the reincarnation of him.
Died in 2007, so...
Oh, shit, no.
Well, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Dude, those were crucial years, though.
Yeah, 2007 was definitely a crucial year for me. And April 11, 2007 is right around the time where I started having some trippy ass thoughts, for sure.
That's about when we started fucking chilling, huh?
No, we started chilling like a year or two after that. Yeah.
All right, man. Love you, dude.
Love you, brother.
Do you believe in repenting? What if the kingdom of heaven's within you? Do you think you would enter, huh? What do you know, huh? How do you know truth from the pit of your soul, or just cause somebody told you? Do you think about what you think about? Do you see yourself in the people that you hang around? Keep quiet, let me think aloud. Listen up, wanna break it down and question your perceptions. I'ma break it down and question your perceptions. Do you ever question your perceptions? Do you ever question it? Oh yeah. What if your money was worthless? Then would you know what your worth is and reconsider living with a purpose? How would you determine what work is? Are you seeking what's easy to purchase, or is it deeper than what's on the surface? Do you question your perceptions? Ever so is real, huh? It ain't your politicians, nor your status. All of that is fiction, so it's real, huh? It ain't your entertainment, nor the industry. I heard it's filled with fake shit. And I need truth over everything. Yeah. I need truth above all else. Just I need truth over everything. Yeah, give me the truth, give me the truth, give me the truth, yeah.